Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and as always before we start the video, if you guys just want to skip the video and explanations as to why I put the CP where they are, you guys can just skip straight ahead down to the description below and copy paste it into your game, or if you're on console, just whichever source you can easily copy the CP from. The CP will also be on my website and on my Discord server in copy pastable form. Now for the mag and Stam DPS, I'll go over it at the same time. So for Dragonstar Arena, which will be the arena we'll be looking at today, we're going to have, let's see, the Stam DPS here with 72 Ironclad. Again, lots of direct damage in there. Sometimes the tanks may not be fast enough to grab aggro from the mobs and the bosses sometimes, depending on the fight, depending on your arena, and depending on what your group strategies are. So, but just in case, 72 Ironclad is definitely nice to have. And we have 11 Spell Shield, and that's pretty much almost 2% mid, and we got 14 medium armor focus, which is slightly over 2% mid. Now if you're a Magicka DPS, and this will be the same thing for if you're Stamina DPS, you can put that 14 to light armor focus, because there is a lot of physical damage in Dragonstar Arena, which you may have to be careful with, especially if the tanks can't grab the aggro fast enough. And same thing, 61 thick skin. There are lots of damage over times you have to be wary about in Dragonstar Arena, and oftentimes you kind of just need this mitigation to stay alive. And now we have 56 Hardy, 56 Ellie, a good healthy balance between the physical and the magic based damage mitigation. And again, we don't really have anything into Bastion or heavy armor focus, obviously not heavy armor focus, quick recovery or expert defender, nothing here. Most of the time, if you do go in with a healer, you'll be fine. Or even if you don't have a healer, you will have enough self heals as honestly almost any class in this game to out heal Dragonstar Arena. Now you guys gotta remember that Dragonstar Arena is sort of outdated. Right now, it's really hard to die in there with the correct champion points and at full CP. So I would really not bother putting anything into here for mitigation or to anticipate certain damage output. For the green tree, for the Magic and Stam DPS, 37 Warlord, the 15% break free cost reduction is nice, just in case you need to break free. If he just gets CC'd and stand still in an AoE, for example, you're pretty much fucked. 8 bashing focus, 8 sprinter. This is going to conserve your stamina, whether you're a Magicka or Stamina DPS. The tank may need help bashing, in particular on the second to last arena in Dragonstar Arena. And we have 75 Mooncalf if you are a Stamina DPS. You can put that into Arcanist if you're a Magicka. Same thing, 43 Tenacity. Most of the fights aren't really long enough for you to run out, unless your group damage is not that high. So the 43 Tenacity is a good investment. For sustain, 51 Tumbling to 19% dodge cost reduction. Just like what I said for the Maelstrom Arena red and green CP video, it's always nice to avoid damage when you can, rather than just taking it in the Elder Scrolls Online, because that shit can fuck you up, honestly, and it will save your life at least a few times, especially in these arenas, whether it be Black Rose or Dragonstar. And we have 48 in the Shadow Ward. There isn't much to block most of the time in Dragonstar Arena, except for the last boss, maybe, but that's pretty much it. For the healer CP, if you are gonna go a healer in Dragonstar Arena, and maybe your group's not that experienced, or it's your first time, that's fine. It's completely okay to go in with a healer. If you're a healer going for the first time, this will pretty much be your CP, similar to the DPS CP setup, 72 into Ironclad, and 25 in the light armor focus, 56 Hardy, 56 Ellie, 61 thick, the 25 in the light armor focus instead of these two. Obviously, you're not going to wear medium armor as a healer, unless you're trying some niche Stam healer build out. You don't really need Spell Shield, honestly, either, because you're going to have at least 5 pieces of light armor, and the light armor passive will give you a bit more spell resistance anyway. What will kill you oftentimes as a healer in Dragonstar Arena is going to be the physical damage, and that's why we have the 25 into here. It's a nice amount of mitigation, and again, nothing to the Lord. And the green CP, exactly the same as DPS. That's pretty much it. If you are wanting to heal and sort of DPS on the side, you can adjust. It's going to be the same green CP, pretty much. And lastly, for the tank CP allocation, we're going to have 72 into Ironclad, 56 Hardy, 56 Ellie, and we don't need this, obviously, because we'll probably be typically wearing medium armor or heavy armor, depending on your group does. I personally like the 61 Dickskin still as a tank, and this is a matter of debate. If you feel like you're getting killed by physical based damage, where you're hurting quite a bit, you can dump the rest of the 25 points you have left into heavy armor focus. If not, you can put it towards quick recovery with about 19 quick recovery and the rest into heavy armor focus. And for the green tree, 23 Warlord, 9 Sprinter, bashing, and 16 bashing focus. There will be a lot of things you may need to bash as a tank, and depending on the class, you may not need to, like a Dragon Knight has Inhale to interrupt from actually a fair amount of distance with Inhale the ads or bosses at channel. But so again, this might be a bit dependent. Personally, I actually like Arcanist in the Dragonstar arena, so I would go with personally 56 Arcanist and 43 Tenacity. And obviously, as always, Arcanist is preference depending on your build setup, whether how many magic recovery glyphs you have on your jewelry and so on, but this is personally what I would do. 51 Tumbling, basic 19% dodge roll cost reduction just in case, and 72 into Shadow Ward. Any more is redundant because of your sturdy pieces. And that is pretty much it, guys, for Dragonstar Arena CP allocation. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know down in the comments below, or reach out to me on my personal Discord server. And as always, have fun, stay safe, good luck in your next adventure.